Hi folks, let me say hi. My name is Bob Delle. I'm an attorney from Westboro, and as you can see, I'm here in beautiful downtown Hopkinton. Well, what I don't like about Jim McGovern is that basically, he's a socialist. I mean, he's one of these classic guys that, he got out of college and he went to, Washington, D.C., went to American University, got out and, was an intern for Joe Moakley, and then he worked for Joe Moakley. And next thing you know, he's the congressman. He lives down in Virginia. He shows up every once in a while, and he's showing up a lot now, let me tell you, because I can tell you he's very concerned about this race, and he's even more concerned about me being the nominee. But nonetheless, he's got this leftist pitch, and I'm approaching this situation like it's a cultural battle. I'm not doing this for laughs or because I want something to do. I'm 55 years old. In a lot of ways, my career's winding down. But I just think this is like an important election, 2010, 2012. I think that these are like a pivotal elections, and the reason I think they're pivotal is I just think we're caught up in this ideological straitjacket, and unfortunately for us, the ideological straitjacket is based upon beliefs that don't really make a whole lot of sense. And not that I don't care what people believe in or not, but unfortunately, a lot of what's going on is I believe bringing down the country. Well, I have a plan to do things differently. The first thing I do is everything you possibly can to create economic growth. I mean, the president and the administration, of which Jim McGovern is one of them, their approach is just the opposite. They're doing everything they possibly can to tear down economic growth. Well, first and foremost, I think we have to do what they call like enterprise zones. It's easy to go ahead and running for Congress, say this, that, and the other thing. So you really have to say something that's realistic, and I think enterprise zones are realistic. I mean, for the last 2 years, all we've heard President Obama was talk about how important it is to have competition. An enterprise zone would create a competition. It would create an area where there's no taxes, there's no regulations, and capital has the ability to develop. We have to develop more capital. I mean, the reason why mortgage interest rates are so low, and the reason why businesses aren't starting is there just isn't enough capital out there to create an economic boom, which we need. So we have to create capital as much as possible. It includes cutting taxes. It includes cutting down on the size of government. But it also includes changing our mindset. Right now, we don't have the mindset to develop. And unfortunately we have to change it. Unemployment's 10%. It's really unacceptable. And what it's doing is it's just taking away opportunity from a lot of people. So these are all the reasons why I'm running. People in Hopkinton, are prosperous people, and they've got the good life. And I see a lot of Infinitis and Mercedes driving by, and I know why they have those is because the people are talented and hard worker. And there's no doubt in my mind that if you're talented and hard working, you should get to keep the benefit of what you earn. And I hate to say it, it helps us all. I mean, we have to create capital. We have to create incentive. It could be either an industry, a company, or it's going to be an area. I mean, the perfect area I always thought was Worcester. I mean, certain areas of Worcester were declared to be enterprise zones where there'd be no taxes on the companies for like 3 years or 4 years. I mean, it would create a big boom. Worcester's got a lot of highways that intersect. It should be a transportation center, and unfortunately, it's not going in that direction. There's not enough capital in Worcester. So that's what I believe in. You can go to my website, voterobertdelle.com, and it says a lot about who I am and where I'm coming from. But there's an important election coming up. I think we all have to pay attention. We have 2010, we have 2012, and I hope we're not turning in the wrong direction. I'm afraid we are, but I know we can pull out of this tailspin if we return to what I consider American values and traditions. So thanks a lot, Hopkinton, and have a good night.